I've had some tremendous memories during my professional basketball career, but the memory of standing as a representative of the United States at the Olympics is one of the proudest moments of my life. You step up on that podium representing your country. It's no greater honor than doing that. The Olympic spirit, it's alive in Chicago. Let friendship shine. The two times I had the chance to participate in 1984, obviously coming out of college, it was an eye-opening experience staying into the village, getting the chance to meet the other athletes. It was a great experience for me. Up to that point, I've never been out of the country. I've never seen people outside of the country. So I think that's one thing about the Olympics. It brings together a lot of different cultures of different people from all over the world. And for me to have an opportunity to represent my country and play in the Olympics, it's no greater honor than. And it was a lot of fun. You compete against those guys all the time, my whole career really, and to have an opportunity to play together as one. That's one of my biggest reasons for going, as well as representing my country. I never had a chance to play with those guys. We compete against each other all the time. So we had the opportunity to play as one, which I felt like could be a very dominant situation, which it was. And we got a chance to spend time with them, to know them personally, because you compete against them and you thrive to beat them each and every time. For us to spend time together, I mean, you have a better appreciation for who Magic Johnson, who Larry Bird, Karl Malone, Charles Barkley, Clyde Drexler, all these guys we are always fought against in the course of the season. And here we are spending time with each other and representing our country, trying to win. It has to be with the appreciation that the other countries have for us. It was very historic. First time NBA players had the chance to play in the Olympics, and the appreciation of the fans all over the world. Felt awkward in some ways because before the game we would end up signing autographs before we even competed. Which kind of gave us a leg up. But it was good that we were able to put all the competition aside and yet welcome the experience of representing each other's countries and having a good time competing. Well, most of our times that we spent in the village was 1984 was probably the best, because as a dream teamer, we were kind of off away from the village for safety reasons, obviously because of some of the things that we had to endure being the dream team. But as a high school kid, or actually a college kid in LA, the best thing was being in the village, be able to meet the other athletes from the U.S. Mary Lou Retton was one I kind of we used to spend time with the gymnasts, with the track stars, with the boxers. Um, Evander Holyfield was there at the time. Carl Lewis was there at the time. We all would sit at the end of our day and sit out by the Olympic Village and just watch and meet and trade pins and things like that. I mean, that goes unnoticed, outside of that village, and the bonding that happens. And it was amazing to see all the different cultures that were there and how we really connected on the competition level, but at the same time just trying to relax and get away from the daily pressures of competing. April Holmes, what a tremendous lady. I mean, very inspirational. Each time I see her, it's almost like I want to go. Obviously, I do. I go over and give her a big hug because of the motivation that she gives all of us, each and every day, for what she endured in terms of how she's overcome a negative and turned it into a positive. What other example of the Olympics can you ever think about just by looking at her and understanding her dedication to the sport, her dedication to life, her enjoyment about life, and the way she pursues about life? I just enjoy spending time. We talk about a lot of different things. Our competitive natures are very similar in terms of when we just talk about what motivates us. And anytime we get together, it's almost like brother and sister always getting together and just hanging out and talking about old times. So I have high regards for April, and anytime that I'm around her, she brings great joy to me.